spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one.
Get set, get set.
Back has it. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, they had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now on first down from the 28. Off the RPO, complete. There he goes. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, it's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that first down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
The Tigers are on the move. Running to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Now on the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
Arizona State Sun Devils will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
2nd down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Arizona State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Unloads quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
on defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Got him in. It's Rich. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He
breaks into the open. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Great job by the back on the option. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Roach. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. He's now up to 52 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. They're going to ride this running back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close it. Him after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Arizona State! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Troy. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So here comes the Auburn offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The screen, he's got wheels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's think a second about Arizona State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, he can go. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the big... It was the fact that they forced the turnover. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
On the set. Acorn. Down.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Gets it out fast. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man quickly. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Sun Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Back to pass. The quick out. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
A run for the quarterback. Makes it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And those are some serious wheels for this Tiger quarterback, positively Nick Marshall-esque.
Yeah, and you think about Nick Marshall and that run to the national championship game. Man, they ran the football some more. His dynamic ability at the quarterback spot. All Auburn offenses that have been great have had that guy at the quarterback spot.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
And this is going to be incomplete on third. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just more on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He'll pull it down and run. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, the unique thing about this defense with their nickel personnel is they're able to disguise what they're doing. They can play a lot of different coverages. They can play man, zone, but they can also bring the nickel player in the box and still be pretty good against the run. That time, pretty good job defending the QB scramble. Let's see what they do here on fourth.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Got his man downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They want to run it left here. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football.
Sprinting away. At the 30. He's at the touchdown, Auburn. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Eastern Michigan. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They go to the ground. Creates a little space. Flying out to the left. The 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Rides to back and leaves it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4. It's out to the 30.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Might be changing the route. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Might be looking to run. Shakes off the defender. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. And the Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Sun Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it out. It's Roach. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete to the right. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's taking a deep shot. Catch inside the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Lots of running room. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. One more play to pad the stats. He might want another play. And the final play is just a short